Okay folks, this one's an interesting one, a bit of a challenge, but looks like something that could look good if I could get it to look good. Let's see how we go with it. Okay, let's see what this is. It is, believe it or not, a phone screen. I found this on the street. You can still see the connections there on there. Piece of e-waste. Yeah, I found it on there. Somehow it got broken and ended up there on the street. You wouldn't want that to go into the waterways. Even though it just looks like just a screen. It's not a screen protector from what I can tell. As I said, it looks just like an actual screen off a phone. You don't see that very often, but yeah, you get that. It looks like one of those old iPhone 5S's or 5s or 4. One of the old, really, really ancient phones. And somehow it got severely shattered. Yeah, looks interesting. Wonder if we're going to enlarge it bigger, or we're going to utilise this image as our master copy. Wondering if we should do more with it, use map mode, and maybe leave it, see what we get. Yeah, it looks better actually in map mode. So that's the first version. Oops, this is upside down. This is the first version and this is that version. It looks more realistic, more like glass, if you know what I mean, folks. I'm going to use this as our master copy to make an interesting piece out of it. Just going to switch back. This is going to have bits of glass, I'm pretty sure, unfortunately. A bit shardy. Yeah, it is shardy. It's got bits of shards or something. I don't know how I'm going to dispose of this, except I'm going to throw it in with my e-waste, in my e-waste bag, and have it sent to a recycling facility. I don't want to be responsible for any e-waste pollution. It's not my thing, folks. I have a very, very, very close to as much as I can, a zero tolerance to this kind of waste, improper disposal. This is a blank sheet of paper that we used for it. Right after this, maybe take a section out of that. But yeah, it's like really, e-waste is a huge worldwide problem in this world now, folks, and it seems that the tech industry doesn't seem to care, and the industry I've got my eyes focused on most is the photocopier industry, and they're really big pieces of e-waste to dispose of, and the industry is not taking enough responsibility for their actions, and I really hate the industry now. I don't have any respect or any kind of reverement for it. I really despise it. You wouldn't think that a person like myself, who is what is known as a toner head, could ever hate their own industry. Well, it's not my industry now. I don't belong in it. Unfortunately, I'm disabled, so I can't do anything, and I just watch as the industry does stupid things, and I have no say in it. And basically, yeah, the industry's full of evil charlatan type people, nasty people, and you just can't get around them, and they have everything, and you just can't stop them, and you can't. But I'm not going to let that stifle my dreams of a bright future. I'm going to one day get technology and medicine to help fix the brain damage I had at birth that caused the problems of my short-term memory and my hippocampus, which means I have a great deal of trouble learning and retaining information and shit. And these bitches don't care. They probably think it's funny that I can't partake in the industry because of my brain damage. They don't care, but they're going to get their fucking justs. I'll make sure of it. I'm not stupid. I might have brain damage, but I'm not fucking dumb. These bitches have no brain damage to my knowledge, and they're fucking stupids. They're dumb. They're fuckwits, The man behind this company, for example, he's a dickhead. His name is Shai Amana. He doesn't know what he's fucking doing, or he does. He knows he's trying to make a lot of money out of this industry, and he can't stop me from showing him up as a fucking evil charlatan, or however you pronounce that word. I don't care. It's what these bitches are, and they don't care. They have no shame. They have no fucking sense of responsibility. They make all this hardware, and they don't seem to have any interest in making the software a little bit more interesting, at least, or useful. Artificial intelligence would be a great asset to the photocopier industry, but these bitches don't see it that way. Every other industry appears to be taking on the use of AI, but they don't seem to have it in the photocopier industry. Obviously, you can tell these people are not terribly smart. They're like a lunchbox short of a sandwich short of a lunchbox. A little bit stupid. A bit dumb. No, fucking idiots. I make fun of them. Fuck you, Shai Amana. Fuck the whole industry. The photocopier industry is going under. I don't care, because one day I'll take over one of these big companies. I've got one in mind that I'm thinking would be a great asset if I could claim it. I'm not going to say what company, but it could be any of those bitches, and those bitches had better be on high alert, because I've got a bright future, and these bitches are not going to be allowed in. They kicked out the toner heads back in the 1997, 98. The bitches made them redundant. Toner head is another word for a photocopier nerd, and toner heads should be held as highly respected experts. They're not to be treated like trifle, like these bitches do. And these bitches are going to get shown up, and I won't. They're not going to stop me, folks. I am determined, and I'm smarter than they are, so they can go fuck themselves and their bitchery. And that's come up looking quite interesting. I do see another possibility of a switcheroo, but I don't think that's going to work somehow. I'm just wondering if we can maybe make a better version, maybe stretch it a bit. But basically the photocopier industry is full of shit, full of bullshit, full of crap, full of idiocy. Stuff it. This machine's been timed out, so we'll just stick with what we've had. And that's come up looking quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.